Howdy folks, Justin here. This is Slay Hlaalu with a little bit of a meme twist. The idea here is that there is a really stupid combo here. You play Devour, a card you shouldn't ordinarily run, on your Territorial Viper when you have a Wildfire Dragon in hand, and it gives it lethal and charge. And then kills all the other creatures on the board and gets +1/+1 for each one you have on there. If you have a Brotherhood Sanctuary on the board, it doubles it, and another one doubles it, you know. So you could do 30 damage to a player like that, and post-conscription, you know, that sort of thing. I didn't. I made several changes to the deck as I was recording, trying to get to a point where I thought the deck could play against other decks, because I actually ran into a very few number. I played 15, 16 games with this deck. I played against very few decks that actually ran conscription, which is insane because yesterday that's all I faced. But it is what it is. Yeah, so the deck, you know, it wins like any Unstoppable Rage deck does, with the added benefit of having a really ridiculous combo in it. Other ways you can actually win. Child of Her Scene was how I won a lot of games. And look, I ended on a pretty positive record with it, too. I just try to include games where I got to do cool stuff, but unfortunately, the thing I was trying to aim to do was just a little out of my reach. You have Unstoppable Rage along with Vigilant Giant, Belligerent Giant, Wildfire Dragon, Clockwork Scorpion, and Child of Her Scene, and Palmot the Renegade for great targets for it. A single turn Unstoppable Rage can be done on Tier for a little bit lower power, but still breakthrough Unstoppable Rage. You have Morag-Tug Nightblade, which ended up being one of the most disappointing cards I've ever played. There were a couple games where I did draw several cards with it, but I never was really impressed by it. It died most of the time instantly. Balmora Puppeteer is just here because I needed to play a card that made the deck run as Hlaalu, and I took out Duke because Duke is also just a terrible card. We have Goblin Skull grabbing Improvised Weapon, which I was really impressed with. We have the Rage Archer package of Astrid, Brotherhood Slayer, Sanctuary Pet, Fighters Guild Recruit, alongside Archer's Gambit and Quicksilver Crossbow. Let's give him Pyromancer. Again, a card that came in as the deck was evolving. But this is where I ended up. The deck's pretty strong, but it's... if you wanted to play this without the opportunity to do the insane meme 30 damage swing, you should take out Devour. You should take out one or two of the Wildfire Dragons, and maybe run Execute. And I really like Unstoppable Rage in Hlaalu decks alongside Ravenous Hunger for a 10 cost huge drain swing. So those are cards I would recommend changing. Hope you enjoy the video. I got some pretty hilarious moments here, but it was disheartening because, like I said, I played a ton of games trying to pull this off, and I never was able to. But something to consider. It's you know, we're at the point of my list of meme things to do where I'm now doing things that require 5 or 6 cards, and yeah. So enjoy. Howdy folks, Justin here. Today we're hopping on the ladder with Slay Hlaalu. It's a deck I was pretty excited to put together. I've played some mid-range Hlaalu type decks before with a lot of the elements that are in this deck. This is my first attempt to actually go kind of all in on the strategy. Our opponent is Lord Chimera. Jack of Trades playing Redoran. There's a Redoran Conscription deck and a Redoran aggro deck out there right now. We'll keep this hand. Look, Geob is a Slay card. Alright, we'll just let him know what's up. We got this. So I'm really unfamiliar with this archetype. Rage Archer, which this deck shares some elements with, is also a deck I just don't have a lot of familiarity with. It's a good draw. So let's draw our attention away, his attention away.
You've come to the right
Lord,
place.
whoever, this person. Let's draw their attention away from the Morag-Tug Nightblade, which is going to go to the Shadowland.
They've no move we can't anticipate.
Okay, so we're going to start experiencing card disadvantage, but we have the Morag-Tug Nightblade, which I'm kind of just really hoping survives.
You've meddled in our business.
If we draw a couple cards off that, we could be real solid. We got a kitty running around in the back. Little Merchant's Camel action. We don't want to oppose anything with the Morag-Tug Nightblade because we want to We also don't want to run into shadow charge creatures, crusaders, assaults, items, stuff that might kill it. We need to keep this alive as long as possible to draw some cards. Wow, if this lives and we get to drop the second Brotherhood Sanctuary, we're living the dream. Unfortunately, the Veteran Conscription deck is full of single target removal, so unlikely that it lives. There we go. Activate this, cast him into time. I assume. But if it doesn't, we could do the thing that we set out to do, which is draw a bunch of cards. How do I transform Geode? Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah. So, that's not happening. Fortunately, though,
I am a hunter.
Can do this.
I am a redeemer. I am Geode.
And hopefully transform Geode and pull an improvised weapon from our deck with... Wow. Cat is really going at it back there. Celine's sitting right here next to me. She's a well-behaved kitty. Jazargo's a little bit nuts. But if you've seen his scrolls, you should not be surprised. So they can't play Cradle Crush Giant this turn because they've used their ring charges every turn. Now, having multiple Slay triggers on Geode doesn't actually do anything, but it is satisfying to transform Geode. I'm a fan of that that move. And I think we got some spicy ways to stay in this.
I'll whip them into shape.
Okay.
Orcs at the ready.
Sure.
I will save Morrowind.
Alright.
I like our arms.
We will drop down a tier. We have an Unstoppable Rage and an improvised weapon now. I'm just so tired of conscription decks, to be honest with you. So tired of conscription decks.
I know a shortcut.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll clear a path. You can't defeat me.
All right. I do like the little color tag on the icon there. I'm excited. One of the reasons I'm excited for whenever new content comes out is that for a few weeks, people who can't build their own decks get absolutely annihilated, and that is a very satisfying couple of weeks.
If you're looking for trouble, you'll find it.
Okay. Well, just gonna Unstoppable Rage this lane. Actually, never mind. Maybe they don't have removal. Maybe in Magical Fantasyland I get to improvised weapon, Unstoppable Rage, and kill them.
I'll clear it.
Yeah.
You can't defeat
So if
me.
we lose this one to single target removal, we can try again
Soldiers,
next turn.
form up! I smell the stench of the living.
Okay. Well. Okay. Here we go. Very good. Keep on swinging. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. That's a real bummer. Alright, we'll be right back for another one. Alright, we are back for another one with Slay Hlaalu. Recording has not been going very well today, I have to admit. I've won a handful of games, I've lost a handful of games, but just running into, I don't know. On the one hand, I appreciate the diversity of the ladder. But when there are some decks that are just clearly better than all the other decks, and you beat your deck, you build your deck to beat it, you run the problem. Then you lose to those decks that are doing something completely different, which is what keeps happening to me.
Your destruction is at hand.
Turn one
Welcome,
Lash
friend.
Lander. Yeah, welcome, friend. Alright, let's skulk. 50-50 to lose it, but we gotta get this off the board. Let's see what Hlaalu has next. Oh, we need new content.
Die, Outlander.
Sure. Okay. So why is Brutal Ashlander in their deck?
Die, Outlander.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
I could do some Monk Strike. Or I connect and I play Astrid.
I'll lead my family
Lose
to
this, they
glory.
can equip them, but I can still kill it. My hand does nothing. This deck in general is pretty clunky, unfortunately.
Die,
Trying
Outlander.
to do some cool
Shame
stuff. Not succeeding yet. So we're gonna fall behind on cards here. Okay, we'll get a couple contracts. It's pretty good.
The void awaits you.
Alright. Pass the turn. We could play Unstoppable Rage next turn. Alright. Unfortunately, we have no board control tools, and our opponent is obviously just to beat down
Die,
decks.
Outlander.
Amazing. We do another Unstoppable Rage. Alright. Child of her sin. Sure. Huh. Well, play Imperial Reinforcements. Please? I'm just a little low energy today, you know? It's just one of those days.
Die, Outlander.
I am sworn to protect you.
Okay.
We walk as a lion amongst sheep.
Alright. Do-do-do-do. I have 8, 9, 10 Magicka, which is not enough to do all the cool things I want to do. Maybe I should just Crusader's Assault and like draw my deck instead of Unstoppable Raging. Okay, let's draw 3 cards.
Nicely done.
Gotta play stuff.
I will push them back.
Draw 3 more cards. Yeah, that's all the rages. Okay. Alas, it doesn't appear like it was meant to last. Sure. Oh, that's alright. Let's give him the opportunity to trade. I don't have any more improvised weapons in my deck anyway.
Die, Outlander.
Nothing important. There was a chance that it hit my face and I should have gotten more cards. Alright. This is conscription altar. Okay. There's no child for seed. Let's go with that. So we could overdraw, or we could Unstoppable Rage and win. We've seen actual no removal from our opponent. Sure.
Soldiers, form up.
Nariu's bad against Divine Fervor decks. I have Unstoppable Rages to spare, so I should probably just use one. Now we will overdraw. So contract. Because there's a bunch of stuff in my deck I'd like to actually use. Next turn we have 10 Magicka, potentially. What do we got, Lipsio? Ravenous Hunger. Well, Unstoppable Rage definitely represents lethal, so let's do that. There we go. Alright, we'll be right back for another one. As soon as these enemies are finished. Alright, howdy folks, we are back for more Slay Hlaalu. I've made some more changes to the deck as I keep running into yellow-based aggro decks, which is a little surprising. They're bad right now against the decks I expect people to play, so maybe I'm actually wrong about what people are playing on the ladder. But we made some changes to improve that matchup and queued immediately into Dagoth, so let's see how we do. Okay, they have the ring. I'm gonna keep this whole hand because I'm just tired. Just tired. I just want a meme. I just want to come here and do fun stuff. They're gonna ring out a Goblin Skulk. Okay. Morag Tongue Nightblade. Alright, well, Dagoth's a deck that might let Morag Tongue Nightblade survive.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Yeah, I have no answer in my deck to that. So.
Just give me a name.
The Slayer. So my opponent draws extra cards. I didn't get to see what they discarded.
You bet
It
on
was
the
Fighter's
wrong
Guild
side.
Recruit.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow.
Okay. Let's
They
play
will
this.
never know.
It's nothing personal.
Contract. See how they choose to deal with this.
The Nords must take back Skyrim. Awaits.
Looks like I'll be able to
You bet
draw a
on
card
the
then
wrong
and keep my
side.
guy alive. There's
I
Devour.
bark and birth. This is interesting.
Time to fight. Talos.
Naked Nord Firebrand is a card in my opponent's deck. Could ring out Nariu. Don't want to do that. I think I do.
Show me what you've got. Justice will be done.
Okay, let's draw a card. It's another Territorial Viper.
You better wrong side.
You don't poke the do you? I guess you do. Okay.
I will cut your purse.
Fair enough.
Have you come to submit or come
That's
to
a good one.
die?
That's a good one.
I've got a job to do.
Okay, we are going to overdraw.
Talos!
My scales move in shadow.
There's unstoppable
By the
range.
8th, they will meet their maker.
There. Ward featuring giant bat pushing more damage. Let's play a wildfire dragon.
I've got a job to do.
Okay.
You will die.
The Nords must take back
Okay.
Skyrim.
Unstoppable range.
I've got a job to do.
Drop our opponent to 4. Opponent's obviously a rage deck too. Glad they didn't have that. Okay. We can give a breakthrough, so guards aren't really an option.
I only need one shot.
Okay. Well, fuck. Alright, so we won the Rage Mirror match.
You do me honor. It's a good day to
Okay,
die.
we'll be right back for another one. Alright, more Unstoppable Rage. Slay Hlaalu. How is it going? It's hard to say. Like, I have like a little over 50% win rate. I'm trying to just like get highlight reel moments. I feel like this deck has the potential for a lot of those, but we haven't been able to land them, which is kind of a bummer. Keep it going though. Keep trucking. Keep fighting the good fight. Do do do. Do 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 do. And our opponent, Propaganda Style 87. Alright, let's do this. Alright. So playing against Warrior with the Ring. This is going to be challenging. What do we got?
Greetings, citizen.
If they play nothing, I'm going to lead with the Assassin.
I have legal sanction.
Brotherhood Sanctuary is a great draw. I can follow it up with either Brotherhood Sanctuary Fighters Guild Recruit or Sanctuary Pet. If they have a Steel Scimitar, this is a problem.
I smell the stench of the living.
This works. There's a Monk Strike, which will be good in the future.
Just doing business.
I think I want to just drop down the Recruit though again because of Steel Scimitar. I do like Sanctuary. I like Monk Strike a lot. I'd like to get this above 5 toughness so that I can have it trade with a Sower of Revenge. Okay, 4 Magicka. Fell the Mighty. Is this
I
Doomcry?
fight with the fervor of the wild hunt.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
And we have nothing to play. into this.
Just doing business.
The punish here is Skaven. If it is Doomcrag, Skaven's terrible for us. But keeping it alive, I think, and making sure that we poke them a little bit is going to be pretty essential for a deck that has no reach like ours. If it's Doomcrag, actually, I think that might be a deck that lets us OTK them.
They will perish in flame.
They're Skaven. Which should be okay because we have Palmara.
Will leave none standing.
Now they're going to trade their guy into it. I assume. Mummify.
I'll kill you.
Key. Pass turn. So what do we need to do? We need to draw Wildfire Dragon. We need to draw
Praise to Namira.
Further Sanctuary. We're gonna have a couple turns to do this too. I'll play Goblin Skull. This is gonna be a problem like eventually, but I think I have another turn to do that.
Blood and stain.
We must protect our stronghold.
There goes my Brotherhood Sanctuary. That's a good draw. Get both guys out of the deck.
We always clever. This is the
Nasi.
secret to success, yes?
So we have the Viper. We need the Dragon and the Devourer. If there was ever a deck that might give us time to do this, it's got to be this one.
They're in my sight.
You have met your end.
Yeah. Great crush. Sure. Okay. So I don't think they're going to ever swing face with the Cradle Crush now.
We draw power from their blood.
That's not
Time to fight.
okay. Oh, where's our stuff? We need our stuff.
You will feed
Wow,
my
face.
clan.
Okay. Well, it's not great for us. Corpse Curse.
We draw power from their blood.
And a raiding party. They're going to try to kill us next turn. Because they have lethal. Alright, we have 2 improvised weapons and a monk strike. I'm going to assume that they're going to play the Firebrands in the field lane if they play them.
Namira hungers
Sure.
for blood.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Attack.
This is fine. Right? Like, Prophecy Mummify is
You
the
will
only
feed my
option.
clan. You will feed my clan.
There's Elena. Okay. Sweet, we can do all this. Okay. And we hit a prophecy. Oh no, we did one more. Okay.
This was a worthy contest.
We still can't combo against the slowest deck in the game. Why can't we do this? Alright, we're still trying to combo off. Keep winning games, losing games. Deck seems fine. But like, holy shit, is this boring. This is the level of memes I'm at, where I need like 6 cards to maybe win. Tyrion the Great playing Hlaalu. Alright, let's do this. It's probably my last game. I gotta get out of here and go do some stuff. Gotta go Shadow against Hlaalu because they run Nord Firebrands and blah.
I do not fear death. I do not fear death.
See what they got. Okay. There's a Viper.
Chaos take you.
Connect. Play our dude. Pass turn.
They will not get past me.
We do have 2 pieces
We
of
must
the
protect
puzzle.
our stronghold.
So I can, what? Improvised weapon. Quicksilver crossbow. Doesn't seem good. Anyway.
Death to the enemy.
Drop myself a
wanted to talk
4/4
business.
Puppeteer.
You've
And now we are
come to
out
the
of 0
right
cost cards, by
place.
the way, in our deck.
The Dark
We got
Brotherhood is
12 power
upon
on
us,
board now.
and I shall cure it.
We just go face. It's immune to lethal, which is funny. I think I'm just gonna go face and play.
Kill them all.
Well, no, I have to do this.
Kill them all.
Meddled in our business for the last
I'm gonna
time.
play. Oh shit. Play Child of Her Scene.
Just give me a name.
Sure. You never, I mean, like, I'm not playing around Territorial Viper in my opponent's deck. I mean, like, I am a Hlaalu deck running it, but, like, you can't expect them to have it. Okay.
It's
Maybe they are
nothing
gonna
personal.
They will
Crossbow's
never
lethal.
know I was
This is my deck.
You've meddled in our business for the last
Okay,
time.
well, they're gonna gain 4. They can't Unstoppable Rage, right? They've not they haven't gotten any contracts. No, they do. They have 1 contract. They can Unstoppable Rage. Huh. Alright, well, Wildfire Dragon is a reasonable play here. Yeah. Dawn's Wrath.
Justice will be done.
Okay. Okay. We have an Unstoppable Rage. Get
They
some
will
cards.
never know I was there. Justice will be done.
Okay. How do I've ever... I can never close any games with this deck.
I have legal sanction.
So, I can imagine a world where I have lethal next turn. I don't think we live in that world, but we might. Leaf Water Blessing, though, huh? Another Monk Strike would gain him a ton of life, but they wouldn't win this turn. Huh.
I have legal sanction to end your life.
Contract Rage. Archer's Camp. Looking for an answer.
Justice will be done.
Wait, what? Leaf Lurker? Monk Strike. Jesus Christ.
Justice will be done.
How much life do they need to gain?
I want to be an assassin, like Naru.
Okay, well... Brotherhood Sanctuary would be pretty good. That's awesome.
Just doing business.
I don't think we're ever going to deal these last 6 points of damage. The red year. Alright, next turn we have 3 damage we can do. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't imagine they can gain life without waiting a turn for it.
Khajiit will find a way in.
Right, Mineral Burger. Leaf Water Blessing. I gained 1 life. Okay. Alright, we have shackled it. Although I prefer it hit me in the face, actually. Wow. Top of the world. It's a card in my opponent's hand. Now they will draw a card. This is still just 3 damage. But I have to hold it in case I need to actually kill something.
Show me what you've got, hero.
Are you?
May the Hist aid me. you.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, if they can't remove any of my stuff, we have lethal next turn. Otherwise, I think we're just dead.
This was a worthy
I'll take that.
contest.